Hey, how's it going, guys? Matt Modi here with OddsJam, and what we're going to be doing in this video, going to be giving out my favorite anytime touchdown score bets for Sunday Night Football tonight. So we have a game that should have been good preseason between the Packers and the Bills. Unfortunately, the Packers stink, and the Bills are maybe even better than we thought. Number one team in the NFL in DVOA, the second offense, the first defense. They were first on offense until the Chiefs had a historically good game last week while the Bills were on bye. So just an elite electric football team. The Packers, meanwhile, stink. Their defense, that was supposed to be good, has been disappointing. Their offense, which I know people were a little bit worried about losing Devontae Adams and having a bunch of rookie receivers in Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs, and then a bunch of veterans in Randall Cobb and Sammy Watkins. People were worried about it, and those people seem to be proved correct. So regardless, for this video, going to be giving out my favorite anytime touchdown scores. I have one pick for each team. And let me start with talking about, first of all, what I have up on the screen here. So if you go to oddsjam.com, you go to sports, you go to NFL, and then you click a game that you want, and then the drop down, you can kind of pull up where you can pull up the different markets that you want to look at. And you can do this for completely free. So you see where every sportsbook prices an anytime touchdown score prop. And basically the goal of what we're trying to do here, we're just trying to take advantage of A, players that are likely to score, obviously, but B, more importantly, take advantage of sportsbooks that have mispriced lines. So like for an example, this isn't a player that I'm going to bet, but just look at the differences between Amari Rodgers touchdown at plus 1200 at FanDuel versus plus 779 plus 450 at BetMGM and at Caesars. That's like the gap between those two numbers is literally the difference of $750. If you were to place $100 on BetMGM, you'd profit $450. If you were to place $100 on FanDuel at plus 1200, you would profit $1,200. So literally the difference of $750 for the same exact bet. So showing you the importance of A, being signed up for every sportsbook. If I wasn't signed up for all these books, I wouldn't have all of these odds. And B, line shopping before you lock in any plays. So my favorite player to score tonight to get into my official picks, I'm going with Stefan Diggs to score plus 100 at Betfred. I'm going to put half of a unit on this one. Stefan Diggs, anytime touchdown scorer, $50. The play I got at plus 100 at Betfred. And look where the other books price it. PointsBet has it kind of close at minus 105. And for people that don't have Betfred, I would recommend taking the PointsBet at minus 105. But like DraftKings, minus 110. BetMGM, minus 125. Like all of these books have it as the more likely scenario, except for Betfred, which has it for even money. And I mean, this one, don't need a ton of analysis. It is pretty chalky, but it's chalk for a reason, right? Diggs has been incredible this year. He's been one of the best receivers in the NFL. And the Packers defense, if you look at how they grade out towards each individual receiving positions, they're one of the worst teams in the NFL, specifically against opposing teams' number one receiver, which obviously in this case is going to be Stefan Diggs. So they struggle against the number one receiver. Josh Allen and the Bills, pass a ton. They have one of the most well-coached offenses because of how often they run. How often they pass. Sorry. And it's been proven that is a way to win in football. If you have an edge in the passing attack, why even bother running it until you build a lead, which is exactly what the Bills do. So I love Stefan Diggs, anytime touchdown scorer. The next play, and this is someone on the Packers, admittedly makes me nervous. I'll take Aaron Jones to score, mainly because he's the most likely on the Packers. And just look at the odds, right? Like plus 100 on Fox Bet, Caesars plus 103, plus 100 at MGM. The closest book is Betfred at plus 115, and Tipico's all the way up at plus 135. Just a massive gap between these two numbers. So this one I would also like to put half a unit on it, but as you guys, if you've been following, know, Tipico has me limited, so normally I can't even get more than like 10. We'll see if they accept 10 no. We'll see if they accept 750. I'll just go as low as they accept no. Maybe I can get $5 on this one, which would be very generous of them. $5, Aaron Jones, anytime touchdown score. But for those of you tailing this at home, should be half a unit. Yes, the Bills have like one of the best run defenses in the NFL. But the one area in which they struggle, if there's any area in which they struggle, it's guarding the running backs, specifically passing. So passing running backs. And Aaron Jones has taken more and more work as the season has gone on. They don't even use A.J. Dillon anymore. They pretty much hate A.J. Dillon, the Packers do. So if Jones is going to score, he has the chance of scoring on the ground, but he also has a pretty good chance of scoring through the air. So that's why I like him for my Packers pick. Aaron Jones and Stefan Diggs, my 2 favorite bets for anytime touchdown scored tonight. And that's it. So thank you guys for watching, and have a good one.